In a peaceful village, nestled among green fields and tall, whispering trees, lived a little girl named Aarohi. She was a gentle soul, her mind brimming with curiosity and her heart full of dreams. Her family was poor, but Aarohi always found joy in small things, watching the sunrise, feeling the cool breeze, and listening to the sound of the rain. One sunny afternoon, while wandering through the bustling market with her grandmother, Aarohi's eyes were drawn to a small, humble shop. It was filled with packets of flower seeds, each promising a burst of color. The old shopkeeper, his face crinkled with kind lines, noticed her interest. He smiled and held up a small packet. "These are special seeds," he said, his voice a warm whisper. "If you plant them with love and care, they'll grow into the most beautiful flowers you've ever seen." Aarohi's eyes lit up like stars. She turned to her grandmother, her voice filled with hope. "Can I please have one, Grandma?" she asked eagerly. Her grandmother's loving smile was her answer. She nodded and said, "Yes, my dear. But remember this, beautiful things take time." That night, sleep was a distant visitor for Aarohi. She clutched the packet of seeds close to her heart, her imagination running wild. "Tomorrow," she whispered into the quiet darkness, "I'm going to grow the most beautiful flower in the entire world." The next morning, Aarohi found the perfect spot, a small, empty patch of soil right behind her family's hut. With careful hands, she dug a tiny hole, gently placed one single precious seed inside, and covered it with soft, dark earth. From that day on, her routine was set. Every morning, she would come running with her small jug of water, her voice a sweet melody as she sang to her seed. But days turned into weeks, and the patch of soil remained unchanged. There was no sprout, not a single green leaf, just dry, brown earth staring back at her. Her friends, who had initially watched with curiosity, now started to giggle and point.
"You've been watering the mud! It's useless!"
Even her mother, seeing her daughter's daily ritual, sighed with a heavy heart. "Aarohi, my love, please stop wasting your time. Some things just aren't meant to grow." A profound sadness began to cloud Aarohi's spirit. The hopeful sparkle in her eyes started to dim. But then she would hear her grandmother's words echoing in her mind. "Beautiful things take time." So she pushed aside her doubts and continued her faithful routine, watering the soil every morning and every evening. Even on days when her own belief wavered, she'd kneel down and whisper to the ground, "I still believe in you, little seed." But as the months continued to roll by, her hope began to wear thin. The visits to the garden became less frequent, her songs softer and her steps heavier. The vibrant monsoon season came and went, and the soil, once soft, turned hard and cracked under the sun. Aarohi finally felt defeated. Her little dream seemed to have died before it even had a chance to live. Then, one bright spring morning, long after she had given up, something incredible caught her eye. There, in that very same patch of soil where she had planted her seed, stood a small green sprout. It was fragile, delicate, but it was undeniably alive. Her heart leaped with a joy she hadn't felt in months. She ran and knelt beside it, her voice trembling with emotion as she whispered, "You made it. After all this time, you made it." From that moment on, a new fire was lit within Aarohi. Every day, she tended to the sprout with a renewed and fierce love. She watered it gently, built a small fence to protect it from stray goats, and shielded it from harsh storms. She watched, day by day, as it grew stronger and taller. Slowly, it unfurled its leaves, reaching for the sun. And then, one magnificent morning, it happened. A single, perfect pink flower bloomed. Its petals were like soft silk, glowing with an inner light under the morning sun. Aarohi couldn't contain her excitement. She ran to her grandmother, her voice ringing with pure elation.
"Grandma, it bloomed!"
Her grandmother came out, a knowing and gentle smile on her face. "See, my child? she said softly. Time never fails those who wait with faith. You may have stopped believing for a little while, but the seed never did. It was growing quietly, deep under the soil, just waiting for its perfect moment to bloom. Aarohi sat beside her flower, a profound sense of gratitude washing over her. She gently touched a petal, her heart full. "You took your time," she whispered, "but you bloomed so beautifully, and I promise, so will I." Years went by and Aarohi grew up, but she never forgot the lesson of that single pink flower. She carried it in her heart like a guiding star. Whenever life tested her patience, when her dreams seemed to fail, when her carefully laid plans broke apart, she would close her eyes and remember that tiny seed growing silently and steadfastly in the dark. Eventually, Aarohi became a successful and respected environmentalist. She dedicated her life to helping people plant trees and to teaching children the profound value of patience. And everywhere she went, she shared her story, the story of the flower that bloomed late, but with breathtaking beauty. She would gather the children and tell them, "Every dream you hold in your heart is like a seed. You must water it with your effort, protect it with your faith, and most importantly, give it time. Don't be discouraged if you don't see results right away. One day, when the time is right, it will bloom in ways you can't even begin to imagine." The truth is, patience and faith are the real roots of success. Even when it feels like nothing is happening on the surface, your hard work and belief are nurturing something beautiful, preparing it to break through when the season is right. So keep watering your seeds. Thank you so much for watching this story with me. If it touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories that inspire. Until next time, keep planting your seeds of hope.